Hey guys, it's Julio. Welcome to SciTech. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Sony just had their event. They announced some details about the PlayStation 5. We'll get into that a little bit more later, but I actually want to get into the games that they actually revealed during this event. So a bunch of these games that were announced just got us like, holy shit! Yeah, alright, let's go. So let's start off with the games. The first game they announced was actually called SpiderMan Miles Morales. This game will take a different storyline to help defeat crime. And man, does that suit look really good. Gran Turismo 7 was also a game they announced. They showed a little bit more detail as to how the game looks. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is another game they announced. The visualizations look really good, and the author even states that you can look at the reflections, and even Clank got a really big update, so something to keep in mind. Another game that follows the world of a cat and goes through many adventures is called Stray, and Stray will come out in 2021. Returnal is a game where they base it off of an astronaut that's kind of stranded somewhere and they need to get back home, and in that world there's just so many things they have to overcome. The Little Big Planet takes another leap in the game, and this time they're releasing one called Sackboy, A Big Adventure. One really fun game that looks like it's coming into this world is called Destruction All-Stars. It's a game where it looks like it's a rumble between cars, and then once the car's taken out you can actually be a person, and you can still attack. It looks like it'll be with many multiplayers online, and it has some stunning graphics. It even has a Subaru Impreza that I caught in there. Kenna Bridge of Spirits is another game they announced. It's kind of cute because you have these little creatures kind of following you, and it just takes an adventure around this really big world that's really stunning. Goodbye Volcano High goes back to these high school students, and there wasn't much gameplay showed in this one, but it does kind of show a storyline as to what people go through in high school and just some crazy adventures. Oddworld Soulstorm is another game they announced. This one just kind of takes us to an imaginary world with these stunning creatures, and kind of like a rip-off from this guy from the Avengers. Ghostwire Tokyo is a game they announced. It's about trying to save Japan, and you have to go through all these people that don't seem to have heads, and you have to save Japan. Jett the Far Shore is an experience where they actually take people and take them away from the planet. It's been a couple of years since then, and this is just kind of building the planet to a whole new world. Godfall takes us on a ride with all this special armor that they have, and it's pretty much a mass multiplayer game where you just kind of have to beat everybody else. It's kind of like a For Honor. Solar Ash takes us through another world of unique challenges that the character must face. One where it's kind of like a parkour and you have to save Dubai is Hitman 3. Astro's Playroom came with a stunning opening when it had the controller already in the game, and the gameplay looks really good. We are taken through many other adventures in Little Devil Inside. Another game we knew that was gonna come out was NBA 2K21. And even though this was just one dunk, the graphics look really good. You can see the sweatiness on his body, and the actual movements look really real, and it's coming fall 2020. Bugsnax is an interesting game. It looks like it's gonna be like an Animal Crossing. You can have different characters, personalize them, and even make the place your own. Demon's Soul had one of the most stunning visualizations that I've ever seen, including this dragon in the end. Man. Deathloop takes us through a story where there's two sides, and they're in a hunting game against one person. This person keeps on dying, but he keeps getting reborn, and it's just a hunting game to see who kills him. You pretty much have to fight your way through all of them. Resident Evil 8 Village was also announced. This one had some pretty good graphics as well. Pragmata is another game they announced. This one takes us to New York, and it looks like the human civilization is gone, except one little girl. There's also a cat that looks to be a little bit computerized, and it's up to them to save the world. Pragmata is coming out 2022. Another game that had such amazing graphics, including this dragon that looks to be circling around, is Horizon Forbidden West. Alright, so now it gets to the part where everybody was waiting for, the announcement of the PlayStation 5. So they teased the controller before, but now we actually get to see the first pictures of what the PlayStation 5 looks like. It's got a very sleek design, it's standing up, white. There doesn't look to be any color variation so far, with a blue light inside. The DualSense wireless controller. There will be a DualSense charging station, an HD camera, a Pulse 3D wireless headset, a media remote. So there will actually be two systems upon release, a PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, which looks like it doesn't have that CD cartridge, and that's mainly it. Other than that, the system looks the same. It does look a little bit skinnier, but other than that, the specs didn't come out. There is indication that this will be $500 upon release. But yeah, that's what Sony released. So thank you guys for coming to my channel. Make sure if you guys liked the video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.